Hey, I'm Dave, and on this installment of Summit Racing Quick Flicks, I'm going to show you how easy it is to make brake line flares with the sur&r brake line flaring kit. Okay, so we have our sur&r brake line flaring toolkit here, and in it you can see there's some different pieces, parts, and it looks a little bit different than traditional brake line flaring toolkits. The main part of it is this main body here, which is meant to go into a bench vise, and it has a turret that spins and has different size punches on it to make the brake line flares. Also, you have different dies which are going to house the brake line, and depending on what size brake line you're working with, you'll set that in this main body here, and then we'll install this cam handle and apply pressure and make your double brake line flares. Now we're going to show you how it works. Okay, so we have our main body of our sur&r brake line flaring toolkit in the vise. And one thing you want to look out for is you want to make sure that you don't have this down too low in your bench vise. You need to have a little bit of space to let the turret do its job. So once that's in place, you're going to install the cam handle over here, and then it's as easy as picking the right die size for your brake line. We're using 3/8 inch brake line in this case, so we have our 3/8 inch die here. You're going to pull back on this knob here and open up the clamp on the device itself, and then you'll slide in the bottom part of the die here, and then you'll put in your brake line, and then the top part, make sure it's all the way back against the back wall of the clamping device here, and then we'll close it, lock it into place. Now you don't want to clamp it down yet. What you're going to do is you're going to spin the turret here, and there's a setting on here, it's called set, okay, and you're going to lightly clamp it down just to hold the die in place, but you want your brake line to be able to move around a little bit in the die. So once we have that, we have on the set position, we're going to move our cam handle, and it's going to allow us to set the brake line exactly where it needs to be within the die. Okay, now that we have the brake line where it needs to be within the die, we're gonna clamp this down a little bit more, make sure that the brake line will not be able to move within the die. And now on the turret up here, we're gonna set it to operation 1 for 3/16 inch brake line. So we'll spin this around here and go ahead and move our cam handle all the way over. And now for double flare, which is always recommended for brake line, we're going to go to operation 2 on the 3/8 inch setting. So we'll find that here on the turret. Get that spun over. And same deal, use our cam handle to push in. And now we should have a double flare. Let's get that out. And as you can see, we have a double flare now on our brake line. One thing to make sure, since we're doing this for demonstration purposes, is to make sure always to put your brake line fitting on first. You want to look for that. And also, you're going to want to file off and deburr the end of your brake line. Make sure there's no burrs on there so you get a nice clean end on it. Now you can find the sur&r brake line flaring toolkit at summitracing.com, as well as a variety of accessories to go with the kit that will allow you to make either 45-degree flares or 37-degree flares. If you have additional questions about this kit, click on the sur&r link below, or you can go ahead and leave a question in the comment section below. And be sure also to subscribe for even more helpful Summit Racing Quick Flick videos.